Alright, for the love of God, do not click off this video immediately. Just bear with me. This is going to be hard to get through, but just bear with me for a minute.
I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. Come on, bring it
on. What is going on, everybody? My name is Caden Moran from Heel Heat Studios, and yes, it is Caden Moran from Heel Heat Studios. The hair might tell you a little different, but it is me, and I am back for another video right here on the Heel Heat Studios YouTube channel. It's been a pretty eventful week, yeah, but we're not going to let any of that get in the way of what I'm about to say and predict, and it may make some people laugh, and may make some people happy, and it may make people very pissed off at me, or if it becomes true, then I could be a god. But here we go. So as the Royal Rumble is slowly creeping up on us, the 30-man Royal Rumble match is once again a mystery as to who will win. You could see Shinsuke Nakamura, you could see John Cena, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor. All these names could potentially win the Royal Rumble match. But there's one that has my attention. One man who I have not been particularly fond of as of recent, and that is Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, I like him in a way, but the past year, I just have not cared about Ziggler at all. I think he's been very bland as a heel. He hasn't changed anything. I completely hated his anti-gimmick campaign, but I will say this: Dolph Ziggler is one of the best in the WWE, probably one of the best in the world when it comes to in-ring, because, I mean, let's face it, the guy is a technical wrestling genius. He can cut a mean promo, and quite frankly, I don't like him. I may not like it, but he says what's real, and you gotta really appreciate and respect that. So about a month ago, Dolph Ziggler won the United States Championship against Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin at Clash of Champions, and 2 nights later vacated the United States Championship. Not really sure why, don't know why, nobody knows why. Nobody even knows if Dolph Ziggler is leaving the company, but he won't, and here's why. Dolph Ziggler should win the 2018 Royal Rumble match. And I know that is nerving some people, that is making people laugh, and saying I'm an idiot. I understand. Dolph Ziggler is a wild card pick. But the more I think about Ziggler, the more I become so convinced that he is going to win the Royal Rumble match. And here's why. It all starts with his sudden vacation of the United States Championship. He wins it 2 nights later, saying, basically saying, I'm too good for this championship, and you people do not deserve to see me with this belt. So he threw it on the ground, he vacated it. Bobby Roode is the new United States champion, and we haven't seen Dolph Ziggler since. We don't know what he's doing, we don't know what he's up to. Like I said, we don't know if he's leaving the company or not. I don't think he is. All of this has just been build-up for Dolph Ziggler winning the Royal Rumble. And when I say all of this, not only do I mean him vacating the United States Championship, but I also mean everything that he has been saying for the past few months. Coming out and cutting a promo saying, I am the best, I'm the best in the world, nobody can match me in that ring, nobody in that locker room can do what I can do. And that right there kind of seals the deal for me. I mean, think about it this way. Dolph Ziggler hasn't had a steady push in the WWE for quite some time. His last push was in 2016 when he had the feud of the year against The Miz. That was an incredible rivalry, but he hasn't lived up to it since then. After he lost the championship, turned heel, and now here he is. Dolph has been one of the most hardest working guys in WWE since he started with the company many years ago, even with the Spirit Squad. So now it's, do you live up to his claims of him being the best and give him the Royal Rumble victory? Or is it just, or do you give it to him as a thank you for all the hard work? Is Dolph Ziggler the right guy to win the Royal Rumble match? Probably not. Probably not. But with Raw getting the Elimination Chamber, I firmly believe a SmackDown guy is winning the Royal Rumble once again. Because we know Roman Reigns will face Brock Lesnar at Mania. So have Roman Reigns win the Elimination Chamber, and that gives him his ticket to face Lesnar. Meanwhile, giving a SmackDown guy the Royal Rumble win to challenge Styles at WrestleMania. So picture this, right? Picture this in the Royal Rumble. Dolph Ziggler comes out to number 27, 28. The crowd goes wild. They weren't expecting to see Dolph Ziggler. And here he is. Comes out elimination after elimination after elimination until the final two. Whether it doesn't matter who it is. Dolph, Shinsuke, Dolph, Roman. Doesn't matter. Dolph Ziggler should win the Royal Rumble match. Because it all makes sense. And it's an unexpected victory. We haven't really had one of those in the recent years. Arguably, you could argue Randy Orton last year. Not really many people predicted that, except the odds makers. And there is the other thing. As of right now, me making this video, Dolph Ziggler has the third best odds to win the Royal Rumble match. Shinsuke Nakamura is first, John Cena is second, and Dolph Ziggler is third. Now I know that may not mean much to a lot of people, but Randy Orton was the number one odds. He had the best odds last year, and people laughed. And then he won. In the odds, especially the Vegas odds, the odds makers are rarely wrong when it comes to WWE predictions. Honestly, if you don't even want to watch a pay-per-view, go look at the odds, and whoever has the better odds is probably going to win their match. And I'm going to say the same for Dolph Ziggler. Now, yes, he does not have the best odds, but him having the third best says something. You have guys behind him with worse odds like Finn Balor, who is a credible victor for the Royal Rumble. You have guys like Strowman. But I'm not going to focus solely on the odds for this, alright? This is my prediction. So I'm asking you, if Dolph Ziggler were to win the Royal Rumble match, and he were to go on to WrestleMania and face, say, AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Granted, not many people will be happy because they want Shinsuke versus AJ at Mania for that title. Understandably so. But if it was Ziggler versus Styles, would you be mad? I mean, that's a main event right there. And they could also play off the fact of this. AJ Styles is the current WWE champion, and his saying is SmackDown Live is the house that AJ Styles built. On the first live episode of SmackDown Live after the brand split, Dolph Ziggler pinned AJ Styles in a 6-way to become #1 contender for the WWE Championship. They could play that off. Say Ziggler wins the Rumble. They have a promo battle. Ziggler could bring up, if this is your house, then why did I beat you on your very first night? The history is there. And that's another thing I'm thinking about. The history between Styles and Ziggler is there. You have Ziggler claiming he is the best. And why not prove that by having him return in the Rumble and win the Rumble, and you start this, what should be a great feud between Styles and Ziggler. Something we haven't had. They've had matches, but they haven't had a full-on rivalry. I may sound crazy. I understand that. I have voiced some strong negative opinions on Dolph Ziggler, especially in recent months, but the more I think about this, and when I look at the Vegas odds, and when I think of the history, it just makes sense to me. It does. And it may not happen. It honestly may not happen, but that is my official prediction. Dolph Ziggler should win the Royal Rumble match, and my prediction is he will win the Royal Rumble match, and honestly, I wouldn't mind it. But that's going to do it for me here. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble match on January 28th in, I want to say 2 weeks. A little less than a week maybe. But that's going to do it for me here. Do not forget to check out the links in the description. Follow us on Twitter. Go check out our Facebook. If you are interested, please consider pledging to our Patreon to help us grow and expand and do better. But that's going to do it for me here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all soon for another video. Take care. Goodbye.